With that being said, it is time to move on to the mini checkup this week. Let's do so, Ricky Flex. I saw a juicy quote from Feige today. I know we didn't plan on doing a checkup, but I feel like this demands attention. There was an Empire Online article, exclusive article on the upcoming Black Panther Wakanda Forever. There's comments from Tena Huerta, who plays Namor, from Letitia Wright, who plays Shuri, Kevin Feige, who is Kevin Feige. Kevin Feige said they decided not to recast T'Challa in the MCU as, quote, it just felt like it was much too soon to recast, end quote. I have a question, Ricky Flex. Does this open the opportunity for T'Challa to be recast in the future of the MCU as T'Challa? Because there is a rumor, right? Or not even a rumor, it's like a theory for this movie that it actually takes place during the blip. Okay? So what that means is that what we know, like when it comes to missing persons, when it comes to Avengers Endgame, you have like Scott Lang who posts on the screen like missing person, not confirmed to be dead, but who's alongside him in that missing persons photo? It's Letitia Wright. Okay? And then we know that Chadwick Boseman does dissolve during the blip. And is there a chance, because we see in like the trailer what looks like a funeral proceeding, maybe they assume he is no way coming back, and Letitia Wright never got blipped, and that this opens up an opportunity later on when enough time has passed, there's rewritings of the script, maybe they just change the setting and they do plan on recasting T'Challa in the next coming years. Like, what are your? Is this like? Are you buying this theory? Do you think that this just make it more possible now?
When I saw this quote, it literally brought the exact opposite of what it was saying to my head. I think it's him saying we are going to recast T'Challa at some point. The blip theory I didn't think of. That's clever. I just thought maybe, oh, this is like, I don't know. I didn't think of that. That's clever. Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. But like, why would he say like, oh, it's too soon, not yet? Like that's saying they're gonna do it. Like they will. Him
And
just saying this, he would have just said we're not recasting T'Challa if they weren't gonna do it flat out. But they definitely have, and they continually, presently are thinking about it. If not, they already like have plans to do it based off of this one quote that literally says that we're not doing it right now, which is hilarious. So he kind of like Feige'd himself, like the meme with him holding the gun, like
yeah, to his own
with
head
spoilers, like he's kind of putting it to his own head, saying like you
Yeah.
kind of just like
Or it's like the
incepted it
scope,
to
a
us.
scope in a mirror, and it's just like his face,
Yes.
What's interesting here, I'm not going to say whether it's right or wrong. I don't think it's my place to say. Like the character of Black Panther means a lot to the Black community. I'm not going to say what they should do. I don't think where we should overstep at all. But what's interesting, the MCU has had a hard time killing off characters, right? And also we enter this it gets even more easier to live on in the MCU because after you die, what we know from Thor: Love and Thunder, like some of these characters go to what's called eternity. And it opens up like an avenue to return from this quote unquote eternity that we find like Jane Foster and Heimdall stuck in at the end of Thor: Love and Thunder. Is there a way that like he goes to eternity and comes back? It just seems like with this quote, you are opening a door. And a lot of people did not open the idea of having someone recast. But what if like 3 years have gone by, right? From today, from Wakanda Forever comes back and they open up another opportunity. Like they're not going to recast now. Someone takes over the Black Panther mantle. If this is during the blip, someone does take on that mantle, presumably Shuri or maybe a Killmonger or somebody else. But I think Feige notices how much this character, T'Challa, means what it means to the MCU film community, right? Or MCU, just like comic book fans, and like people are devoted to this character. I just think that this is definitely a possibility. After I think I outruled the possibility for so long. Other news with Black Panther Forever, Tena Huerta he confirms that he's a mutant in the MCU, and I think this is somewhat a bit of a big deal, but not really, because we heard from Comic-Con, I believe, or it was D23, that we're not getting mutant movies for a while, like alluding to the X-Men. We've had hints at it through Miss Marvel. We've had hints through it through She-Hulk and Wolverine, but we're not getting mutant movies for a while, yet we have the first confirmed mutant that's going to be in Black Panther Wakanda Forever, or at least the first notable mutant that audiences actually care about. I guess if you want to call Miss Marvel a mutant, I don't know if that was confirmed. I never watched the show. We'll never watch the show. I guess, what are your thoughts? Like, is it okay to confirm mutants and like this be the first one as opposed to like maybe the X-Men coming?
Well, the second one. This is the second one. Miss Marvel's a mutant.
Sorry, I keep saying that. You know what I mean.
What's the big deal?
I don't know. It was just to say it was in the article, so I wanted to bring it up.
I'm not saying what's the big deal to you. I'm saying what's the big deal for this?
If in the comic books he was the first mutant, so that's why I think it's a big deal.
That's why you keep saying first mutant. Huh.
I believe so, because he makes such an early debut in Marvel Comics.
Well, they did change up the origins. Like, they went away from the comics. You know, Namor here is not from Atlantis. Like, this is a new Namor, based off of Tenoch Huerta's actual own like culture and his own
Aztecs,
background.
like ancestry.
So it's interesting from that standpoint, but really, like, oh, he's a mutant in the MCU. Just give me the X-Men, bro. I'm done with this mutant, not mutant. I don't give a care. Like, really, I don't. You're a supervillain. That's all I know you as. Give me the X-Men if we're talking mutants.
Yeah, like I just think I still maintain the idea that they're gonna roll out the X-Men like character by character, and then eventually, like with like the tertiary ones, they'll just have combined in the first X-Men movie or X-Men versus Avengers, which will presumably happen after Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars. But I feel like you need to have Wolverine, Cyclops, Rogue, Storm in Secret Wars. I feel like that's necessary if you want it to be if you want Secret Wars to feel like Secret Wars, you know what I mean, right? And to have these characters at your disposal and not utilize them for that movie, it's going to feel like a waste. But I can see what he's trying to do if he's trying to do an Avengers versus X-Men movie after, right, this phase 5 and 6 of the MCU.
I'll say this right now. If there's an Avengers X-Men movie, and it's with this new crop of Avengers, not the original Avengers, new crop, as of right now, I'm rooting for the X-Men.
Oh yeah, X-Men. Yeah, like X-Men are kicking their ass.
Like, go Logan, go X-Men.
Yeah, I want I want a matchup. I want Colossus just caving in She-Hulk's face. After this show, yeah, and like make sure Deadpool's definitely on the X-Men side.
I want Professor X just absolutely owning Shuri. You're the smartest person in the world. Oh, how about this?
Like, I want casualties. Like, I need that. Give me Magneto on the X-Men side, right? Don't bring back the old X-Men. This is a chance to like cleanse the Avengers and where the direction the MCU is going right now. This is an opportunity that we should be looking towards here. Feige, clean it up.